Be ready for the dictation. 10 seconds to go. Sir, we would like you to share with us the role which you envisage for elected local bodies in the planning process. At present, there exist many different agencies outside the framework of democratically elected local bodies to whom is entrusted most of the major tasks of urban planning. These include city development authorities and city improvement trusts, besides a number of state government agencies owing responsibilities to the state government above but not to the people below. If planning for economic development and social justice is to become the centerpiece of the activities of democratic local bodies, should all these other agencies be dissolved or merged into the elected local bodies, or should they be kept separate and above the system as at present? The answer you give should be compatible with our basic principle of maximum devolution. The second point relating to planning is the methodology for coordinating urban planning with rural planning. While it would, of course, be appropriate for urban and rural bodies, respectively, to plan matters which fall exclusively within the irrespective jurisdiction, it has to be recognized that growth impulses largely come from the interaction between urban groups and their rural areas. It is because the linkages between town and country are so crucial to growth that many state governments have established bodies like the District Planning Board or the District Planning and Development Council to identify and strengthen these linkages. The tragedy is that in the name of coordination, district planning board have been established outside the framework of democratically elected local bodies and generally placed under the charge of a minister appointed by the state government. Thus, the most crucial planning functions and much of the effective decision making power, as also the allocation of the bulk of finances, has been vested in bodies which are outside the democratic framework of local government and are dominated by ministers appointed by the state government. I call it a tragedy because it is through these agencies that the elected authority is bypassed or overruled. In the name of coordination, democracy is being sabotaged. In the name of coordination, the will of elected local bodies is being subordinated to the will of the state government. In the name of coordination, the people's will is being replaced by the will of officialdom. What measure would you suggest to establish a democratic district planning body? The second major act of devolution envisaged in the Panchayati Raj Bill is the implementation of development schemes relating to subjects set out in the proposed 11th schedule. We would wish you to pool your experience of the different states of India and suggest the subjects which might be set out in a separate schedule, in respect of which constitutional authority would be available for the meaningful devolution of powers to urban panchayats. The financial condition of municipal bodies at all level is pitiable. They barely have the funds to sustain themselves. They are unable to even maintain community assets and services, let alone create new ones